So we'd like to thank everyone for coming to attend the second Mission Town Hall meeting. The first thing we want to do is to introduce ourselves. My name is Paul Rodriguez, and I'll be one of the co-youth MCs.
My name is Alexandra Berliner. I am here with Charles, the other co-MC.
So we did want to respect everyone's time, and we wanted to start with the agenda for the day. And the very first item that we wanted to begin with was with our opening ceremony. So without further ado, we wanted to welcome up to the center Dr. Concha Saucedo.
Buenas tardes a todos. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to take a moment before the prayer just to say a few words that are deep in my heart. I've been around for quite a while, and in these movements for the creation of peace. And I remember that we need to begin by honoring the first people of this land, the original people, the Ohlone people, because they too suffered violence. A peaceful people trying to keep the peace. So I like to think of what we are all doing together as a way of creating peace so that our children will not suffer, because they are all our children. And I know there are people, mothers here, who have suffered that great loss of a child dying before its time. And I say these words so that we can be conscious with each other that this is not about a political party or ideology or about a particular religion. It's about something that we all share deep in our hearts, which is peace. And that peace begins within us in how we conduct ourselves with each other, how we listen to each other, how we respect to each other, and then it carries on into our families, and then it carries on into our community and to the universe, because we are part of that great universe. And I just wanted to share those words because I continue to work in that way, or try to, and it does this old part. It makes me be able to run and jump, because I can see so many of you here that I have seen before through the ages, and then all the younger faces, like the seeds that were planted. So thank you, Roberto, and all those who organized, and all those who have come out here and will set aside their more particular agendas, because there's only one agenda. That agenda to create peace in our communities, and we can only do that together. And so we'll begin now in an ancestral way by calling in the spirits and the energies that are all around us, like the spirits of those children that have gone on before us, the children of our grandmothers and our grandfathers, so that they can help us with their energy to listen to each other and to have a good plan and get down to business. So I will ask you to please stand up. We'll start by facing the east. These are all ways, old ways, our ways from every direction. To the east, al este, where the sun shines and rises and provides a fire of life, the fire in our hearts, a fire that causes us to move together as one wheel. Now to the west, the energy of water, the energy of the female, the energy of healing. We thank you that you'll be with us and help to heal our communities We can heal ourselves so that we can continue in a more peaceful way. Oh, my God. Now we go to the north. The energy of the north. The north, where their elders go, where our ancestors live. The north, where there's light, clarity, illumination. We ask that all those virtues are here with us so we can speak clearly, we can think clearly, we can feel clearly, we can hear clearly, we can write clearly. Be with us so we can all do this together. To the south. Direction of our children, of those not yet born, those to be born, those that have recently arrived, and all our children who grace our hearts with laughter and give us hope. We thank you, and we think of all of you who have left because you've died on these streets. Help us now so that it does not continue. We ask for your energy. Oh, Mityo. Into the center, where everything comes together. We are the center of our hearts, the mantle of the universe. Give us your blessings, give us your energy, so that we have the energy for this difficult work that we are facing. Oh, Mityo. Thank you.
Okay, ready on 5, 4.
Hello, my name is Concepcion Josefina Saucedo Martinez. I'm known in this community, in the mission community, as Concha. I live and I work in it, and I love it, and I love in it. And my work is around health, particularly cultural and spiritual health, as well as mental and physical health. I see my work as a part of reclaiming who we are, and so that we can be healthy in all aspects of our life.
What was really important to you at the time that, that really struck you that said, I have to be a part of this, I have to get involved, I have to, I want to help make this come alive?
I think I just wanted to help. For me, it's usually, if I have a relationship, a friendship with someone, and they say, can you offer what you know? And that's usually how and then I loved Head Start as a program and wanted to help it be even better than it was. And there weren't too many Latino psychologists around. None at that time, or very few, that could do that kind of work and understand it culturally with the children there.
What was it about Head Start that you really liked?
What did I like about Head Start? That, just like the name says, Head Start, it gives an opportunity for children that, for the young ones who often don't have that kind of opportunity to learn things early enough so that they can be successful in their, school experiences.
Okay. All right.
Good questions.
Yeah, no.
You make a good interviewer.
No, he is. He's sharp.
Where do I know you from? I know you people.
Yeah.
Except the Rays and the Sams and the.
Say something about you're working with Ray Rivera.
Wow. How I started?
Yeah.
Let me think. When? In the mid-70s, when we were, people came to us, and Ray was one of them, and Sam, about Youth Guidance Center, that they didn't have people that understood the children there to do the assessments, the psychological assessments, so that the assessments wouldn't be harmful to them, but it would be a useful tool. Mm-hmm. And so that's really when I met you, Ray, and when I met Ray and Sam, and that was sometimes in the 70s, and SP and everybody, and then that's when we started organizing about getting our own center.
Right on.
What was the mentality between everybody that was involved in putting these programs together? What was kind of like something that you guys all stood and stand for? Like what were some of the things that that were really important to you that
drew us together?
That you wanted to see more of that wasn't around?
I can't speak for everybody else, but I think one of the links for all of us was love of this community and of the children, and knowing that people were being shortchanged, that there was funding and there was resources, but it didn't fit with the kind of community that we were. That culturally and language, it did not fit, and that it didn't belong to us. So part of organizing different agencies is that they're going to belong to us, to the community. And I think that's what really drew us all together from various points of view and from various places. And that's what kept us together.
As if you were talking to somebody who never knew about Mission Neighborhood Centers, they never heard anything about it, and also to the youth who might be born 5 years from now, when they grow up and they find out about Mission Neighborhood Centers, and all blessings that it's still around and it's there. Can you talk to them about why Mission Neighborhood Centers is so important to keep them around?
I would say to them that if they were looking for a certain kind of service, whether it's for their child or if they needed a place for recreation and support so that the challenging problems in life they find somebody to help resolve it, or if they're grandparents, that the underlying theme in all of those services, I think, is respect. And particularly for the young people who often do not receive that respect, they could be assured that people are going to be trying 100% to provide service and guidance and direction in a respectful way.
All right. Is there anything that you would like to say at all about anything at all?
This is a kind of a universal thing.
That's fine.
We've developed these programs and services because the need is there. I would like to see a world in which we don't have to be doing these things because we would have created a more peaceful world, a kinder world, a more compassionate world, a world of social justice. But in the meantime, where the leaders are being trained in these agencies, that I think will help us get to that place. It's not too far-fetched. I have hope. Might take a while, not in my lifetime, the way things are, but I think we're moving in that direction. 2012 is a good date to remember, because it's a time of change, a new cycle of creation that will be moving toward harmony and peace. And so this work that we're doing is helping us get to that new cycle. And particularly, and as we get older, because in this society, older people are thrown away, right? In the larger society. And I'm so glad I'm in this community. Yeah. And the different circles, I'm always feel so welcomed and so appreciated, And that's important. That's really giving back to their elders. That's taking care of their elders in a very profound kind of spirit way. Not just physically, not just giving me rides or food, but it's the other that I also need.